2 Minutes of Sex with Donald Westlake. Donald Westlake is the author of the pulp series under the pen name of Richard Stark, perhaps the greatest noir pulp ever written. He got his start writing sex novels. This one, So Willing, was written under the pen name Alan Marshall, aka Donald Westlake, and in conjunction with his buddy and pal Sheldon Lord, which is the pen name for Lawrence Block. What's fascinating about many of these novels is that you can immediately recognize the style of Richard Stark, the other pen name of Donald Westlake, a gritty, pulpish feel. So there's some value in these books. Here's an excerpt as an example. They drove 2 blocks in silence, and then the woman said, "Well, aren't you going to defend yourself?" Vince decided the only thing to do was to let this graying chick have the lead until he could figure out where she thought she was going. "Defend myself?" he asked. "From what?" "You don't have any brother in the University of Miami," she said. She glanced over at him, smiled again, and looked back at the traffic. "That sign of yours is just something to make it easier for you to get a ride." Vince shrugged. This time, he thought, the best thing to do was to admit everything and say nothing. "It's pretty tough to get a ride," he said, "unless you do something like that." The woman nodded. "I know it is," she said. "You're absolutely right." She glanced at him again, looked back at the road, and said, "What's that bulge inside your coat? Is it a gun?" There are also some great descriptions of New York and some verbal jujitsu, which Donald Westlake is known for. So Willing, the sex tales of Donald Westlake.